Chapter 7. The Armory of the Arcade Kings. With SoCal finally united under Alex Valley's decree, the Alliance knew that raw instinct and local street brawls wouldn't be enough to pierce NorCal's Iron Turtles or survive the East Coast Syndicate. To win a war across state lines, they needed legendary hardware. They needed to visit the sacred shrines of competitive gaming tech. Under the cover of night, special extraction units dispatched by Vale fanned out across the legendary supply hubs of the fighting game underground, raiding the hallowed warehouses of Arcade Shock, Paradise Arcade Shop, Game Combos, and the deep archives of Shoryuken, SRK, alongside heavy-duty custom builds from X-Arcade. The raid on the hardware sanctuaries. The teams moved with military precision. At the Paradise Arcade and Arcade Shock distribution nodes, vault doors were blown wide open to reveal racks upon racks of arcade parts, Sanwa buttons, custom ball tops, and tournament-grade wiring. But they weren't looking for standard components. Buried deep beneath the vaults, locked away in reinforced crates stamped with the original MOS Systems logo, the holy grail of heavy-duty, indestructible arcade cabinets and gold standard fight sticks, lay the relics of the golden era. These weren't just joysticks. They were conduits of pure competitive energy. The assimilation of the MOS relics. Back at the Stanton Coliseum training floor, the crates were laid out under blazing stadium lights. Hundreds of SoCal brawlers gathered in absolute silence as Alex Vale, Mr. Power, and Deathwish stepped forward to open the central trunk. Inside rested the legendary MOS Systems golden fight sticks, heavy, steel-reinforced chassis glowing with an internal, crackling current of golden lightning and raw voltage. "If we're going to break their turtle walls," Vale announced, his voice carrying across the entire arena, "we don't just upgrade our gear. We absorb the raw source code of the game itself." Vale reached down and gripped a massive, dual-wield MOS arcade stick radiating with golden arc lightning. As his fingers locked around the heavy ball top, the golden energy surged up his arms. Crack boom! A shockwave of thunder ripped through the Coliseum roof. Vale pulled the artifact straight into his chest. The golden chassis melted into pure light, sinking directly into his skin, merging his physical body with the ultimate frame data processing engine. Instantly, Vale's eyes flashed with absolute clarity. His perception shifted. He could see across vast distances, tracking individual dust motes floating outside the Coliseum walls and calculating the exact millisecond of every incoming attack across the state. The arsenal awakens. Seeing their leader transform, the rest of the SoCal elite surged forward to claim their MOS relics. Mr. Power grabbed a heavily modified dual-stick MOS controller crackling with crimson fire. When he slammed it into his chest, his golden power overflow exploded outward, multiplying his thermal output 100-fold and granting him flight powered by pure plasma thunder. Deathwish seized an ultra-lightweight, lightning-fast MOS stick. As it absorbed into his core, his biological enhancement accelerated beyond human limits, granting him hypersonic speed where he could phase through solid objects and perceive time moving in slow motion. Duck Dew and Clockwork took hold of twin dark iron MOS sticks, fusing them into their shadow nodes. Their trap-laying abilities multiplied, allowing them to weave spatial rifts and lightning-charged web traps across entire city blocks. The entire SoCal rank and file rushed the crates, grabbing MOS joysticks, Arcade Shock custom units, and X-Arcade heavy-duty peripherals. As they pulled the sacred arcade relics into their chests, golden lightning and thunderous energy erupted through the stadium in a blinding wave of light. The transformed army. The transformation was absolute. No longer just local street brawlers, the men and women of SoCal stood transformed into an army of high-voltage titans. Their bodies hummed with compressed thunder, their eyes could see for miles across enemy territory, and their reflexes operated at over 100 times normal human capacity. Vale stepped up to the edge of the Coliseum stage, raising his hand. The entire sky above Stanton answered his command, splitting open with a massive flash of golden lightning that illuminated the northern horizon all the way toward San Jose and New York. "The hardware is locked in," Vale declared, his voice echoing with thunderous power. "Our speed is infinite, our vision is clear. Let NorCal keep their walls, and let the East Coast bring their syndicate. We ride out now,